Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do something beauty related today. I get a lot of questions on my hair and I want to show you how I achieve my at-home salon blowout using the round brush technique. So I'm going to take you through from start to finish. I'm going to talk about my favorite products to get longer, thicker, healthier hair and the technique I use to go from my very coarse, thick, curly hair to this. And this took about 10 minutes and I was filming it all, so I know it took about 10 minutes, but I will go through my tips, my products, and everything to get this look. Got a fresh face on today, meaning no big heavy filming makeup. I'm a little under the weather, but I still wanted to dry my hair because it's how I feel the most confident, so we're gonna just roll with it. This is how my hair looks. I washed it last night, I brushed it, I put it up in a bun wet. And so this is just the morning after, like I haven't even taken it down. So this is all like bedhead, but I wanted to show you what it looks like and how I sleep with it. I like to blow dry my hair when it's damp because it blow dries a lot faster. I have thick, curly, textured hair and it holds on to moisture really, really well. There goes my dog. So if I was to try to dry it when it's soaking wet, like last night after I washed it, it would take a lot longer to dry because most of the drying time you're getting moisture out. So even when you finish blow drying and you still feel damp pieces in your hair, that's because you have to like probably take another 15 minutes of drying even though you think it's dry. Like that's how thick curly hair works. So this is my natural hair. Again, there's no product in it. This is just slept on. Every time I share this, people are always like, why don't you just wear your hair natural? And I just feel more self-confident with it smooth. And I haven't ever learned how to really like get curls to like look good and stay good all day. Like they just tend to be frizzy and it looks a little messy. I love it on other people. It's just a personal preference for me. I have never felt confident with my natural curls, which is why I round brush my hair. Biggest tip, no matter what your hair type is, always use a heat protectant. I have different products in my cabinet based off of how my hair is feeling that day. Sometimes it feels more dry, sometimes it feels more oily, and that's totally normal. It's kind of like your skin. So today my hair is feeling a little bit more on the oily side. So I'm going in with a heat protectant spray. Always, always, always use a heat protectant, no matter your hair type. Like, do not skip this step ever. That is how you get dry, brittle, damaged ends, and that prevents your hair from growing, okay? When it's damaged at the ends, it doesn't grow, it just breaks. So, number one tip, always use a heat protectant. Again, I use different ones depending on how my hair is feeling. Today, I'm using the IGK Good Behavior smoothing spray, and I am just gonna spray this at my ends primarily. Hey, buddy. My toddler's joining me. I'm gonna spray it just like this. And then I will brush all of that through and probably spray a little bit more. But you wanna make sure your ends are coated, you brush it through, and then I'm gonna part my hair. Ouch. I know, it's a big brush though. So before I get started drying, I section my hair because I have a lot of hair and it's a lot easier to get everything dry and smooth when it's in sections, okay? So I typically do 2 to 3 sections. I use these clamp clips. You can get them at a lot of different places. There's no really strategy to it. Just section it based off of probably the layers of your hair if you've got layers, or if you have more fine, thin hair, then just separate it down the middle and then do it in 2 layers, like your top layer and your bottom layer. And then this is where I'm gonna start. So it allows me to get all of these little pieces under here, and then I will do each layer. Now, I always round brush my hair, and I have different sizes for the different layers. Like smaller layers near the front of my face, I use a smaller brush, and for my bigger layers, I use a bigger brush, but my strategy is always the same, okay? So when you see me do it, you're gonna see me roll it and pull it like this, and you're gonna create tension, like you wanna pull it, and that's how you get it more smooth. And then once you're at the end, you twist it, okay? So I do my whole hair like that and I will show you how. timer here at the top. That took 4 minutes, and it will probably take me 10 more minutes to do the rest of my hair, and I'm doing the exact same strategy. I just toggle between 2 different size brushes. So like these smaller pieces, I should have used a smaller brush, but I was just feeling lazy and kept doing the bigger brush. So I just let down my next section, and then I keep going. So I am holding it to let it cool off, because when your curls cool off, that's how it holds better. That and hairspray, but I don't use a lot of hairspray a lot of times. And so I'm just gonna kind of brush this out, twisting it to keep a curl intact. Still feels a little warm. Flip it back, brush it, shake it out, let your part find its spot for the day. And there you have it. And salon blowout at home using a round brush. And I can either leave it like this or throw my curling iron into the mix and do some more curls. That typically locks in my frizz and prevents it from being more frizzy, because the heat like locks in the cuticle. But for right now, in terms of just a blowout, I would be done. It takes about 10 minutes max for all of my hair. And again, it's for a couple reasons. A big reason why is because I'm not doing it from soaking wet hair. I'm doing it from dry to damp hair, really more damp hair, and that takes a lot less time. So if you have really thick hair that holds on to moisture, let it dry for a while, whether that's air dry or use the hair dryer to just like rough dry it, but you want to get a lot of that moisture out, and then you will save a ton of time when it comes to your blowout at home. And then 2 other things. 1, never forget to use a heat protectant, no matter your hair type. You can find heat protectants that don't weigh your hair down. There's so many out there. You can do a spray if you want something more lightweight. You can do a cream if you want something a little more heavier. Key to really healthy hair, especially when you're using heat-related products like a dryer or a curling iron, is invest in good pieces. This is the Dyson hair dryer. I know that you've probably seen it and heard about it. It's been around for a while now. I've had this for years. If it broke tomorrow, I would 100% buy it again. This is the best hair dryer I have ever had. It makes my hair softer, smoother, prevents heat damage compared to other hair dryers. I noticed a significant difference in the health of my hair when I upgraded to a nice hair dryer. Doesn't mean you should stop using your heat protectant, because you should absolutely use your heat protectant. But I highly recommend investing in a really good hair dryer. I saw a world of a difference in terms of the health of my hair. When it comes to hair growth, that's something that I've been focused on for the past probably 1.5 years, ever since having a kid. Focus on scalp health. I will list the products I use in the description below, but I use a scalp serum, a heat protectant, and a good shampoo and conditioner that focuses on scalp health too. I keep a couple different shampoos in rotation in my shower because it depends on how my hair is feeling. If I need a deeper cleanse versus a lighter cleanse, but I will list it all in the description so you can see exactly what I'm using to keep my hair healthy, very long, very thick, and still growing. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, you want to see anything else, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, and until next time.